One thing that guys consistently fail to do in dating is something that used to be called qualification, okay? So what does qualification actually mean? Well, quite simply, you are qualifying the woman that you've met to see whether she's actually somebody that you want to, spend time with. She's actually somebody that you want to go on a date with, but hang out with beyond that, right? And if she isn't, then really, why are you bothering, okay? And as I say, guys consistently fail to do this, myself included, back in the day, because it seems counterintuitive, right? Because we are programmed. I mean, we are encouraged, perhaps, by the culture, and we have been for a long time, to put the woman that we want to meet onto a pedestal, right? She is a queen, she is a princess, whatever. And so we have to perform acts of chivalry and acts of bravery in order to impress her. I mean, think about the old notion of courtly love in literature and going back to Shakespeare, but beyond Shakespeare, really. I mean, hundreds and hundreds of years of the idea of knights and, brave men having to perform feats in order to impress a lady, okay? So that's kind of in our psyche, that's in our culture, and it's in our mindset, all right? It's very, we are programmed in that way, okay? And actually, what we need to do, particularly now, particularly today, but probably what we should have always done really, is to flip it on its head a little bit and say, okay, well, yeah, she's great, she's beautiful, but what else is there about her? What really makes her tick? What makes her special and unique? Is she genuinely somebody that I can get on with? Is she genuinely somebody with whom I share similar interests or similar passions? Is there something intangible about her that ticks my boxes on a chemical level? And if the answer to those questions is no, and she's a pretty face but there's not a lot else really going on there, then you do have to question whether this is actually somebody that you want to spend time with or not, okay? So in practical terms, on a practical level, how do you determine these things? How do you qualify her? Well, quite simply, you need to spend time in the initial interaction, and I mean, certainly on a date, if you get to the stage of a date, you need to spend time actually getting to know her, okay? And you should have an idea in your mind of the sort of woman that you are hoping to meet, okay, that you want to spend time with. So, for me, it might be, does she like to travel, right? Is she interested in different cultures, okay? And also, is she interested in culture generally? Does she read books? Does she watch cool movies? Is she interested in a wide range of music, not just the latest thing that's been on, a hit on TikTok? I'm also someone who appreciates women who keep themselves fit and healthy, okay? Does she go to the gym? Does she run? Does she do yoga? Does she do Pilates, okay? That's interesting as well. If, for me, she's somebody who drinks a lot and parties all night and everything, I mean, it's not really going to work out in the medium to long term, because I'm just not that guy anymore, okay? So you want to be asking questions and making assumptive statements that prompt her to tell you about herself, that really help you to drill down and to find these things out, okay? And then you want to then make a decision based on what you find out about her, whether actually you want to move forward or not. So you're really kind of, the mindset should be, look, I'm a high value guy, okay? I have limited time. Of course, yes, I think you're very pretty, I think you're beautiful, I find you attractive, that's why I came to talk to you, but I need to find out a bit more. I need to find out if you are actually somebody that I want to let into my inner circle. Because remember, when you date somebody, you're granting them a level of intimacy that really you don't grant to anybody else. I mean, when I think about the women that I date or have dated, they are really getting prime time, aren't they? They're getting prime Troy Francis time. They are seeing me really at my most vulnerable. They are really getting the most intimate sort of experience with me that you can possibly get. You know, we're sleeping in a bed together, we are waking up together, we're having breakfast together, whatever it is, right? And sometimes spending longer periods of time together. I say that, I mean, you know, 24 hours, 48 hours, whatever. You don't give that time away to anybody else. You're not going to give it away probably to a friend, really. I mean, in most cases, you know, friends aren't granted that level of access. You're certainly not going to give it away to a client or a business partner, except in some very, you know, specific circumstances. So you've got to, and then you've got to think, well, as a high value guy, as somebody whose time is worth money, you know, I am, in dating this person, I am likely to be affording them this level of access that nobody else ever gets, because it's just such a unique thing. Is she actually worthy of that or not? And I think a lot of us, you know, particularly as guys, there's a tendency just, you know, I just want to meet somebody, I want to date her, she's pretty, whatever. We don't even think about this stuff at all. And this is, you know, I did a video a while back where I was saying, you know, I've let people into my life completely randomly really in the past who probably had no business being there, because I just didn't really vet them. I didn't qualify them in any sense at all, except for, oh yeah, she's cute, okay, well let's just go and spend, you know, a load of time together and hang out, whatever, because I find her attractive. And that's not really a good enough basis. It's really about respecting yourself, respecting your time, and having some degree of boundaries about the sort of the people that you are letting in that intimate way, okay? Really, really important stuff, and it's very, very overlooked, because generally speaking, you know, guys, they'll see a girl that they like, they'll go up and approach, say, hey, you look nice, I had to come and see you, blah, blah, blah. And there's really no vetting at all. There's really no vetting at all. All the vetting is she cute or not? And it's really not enough. It's not enough when we are playing into the archetype, because remember, the way that we are making these approaches, the way that we are presenting ourselves is, I am high value, okay? Well, if you're actually high value, are you just going to let anybody through the door? Probably not, right? You know, I mean, to get close to somebody like, say, Leonardo DiCaprio, right? I mean, he's not going to, I mean, obviously we all know he's got a type and all of that, but he's not just going to let anyone through the door, right? You can imagine the kind of vetting that goes on there, including, you know, I would speculate the signing of legal documents and NDAs and all this kind of thing, right? So why are you not having the same level of scrutiny yourself? Why do you not respect yourself enough to actually qualify the people that you're letting into your life in an intimate way, okay? And put it this way, the women that you interact with are going to respect that more, or they should respect that more, because they're going to see, all right, this is a guy, he's not just some clown who's fooled by a pretty face. This is a guy who's actually got standards, he's got expectations, he values his time, and he is serious about valuing his time and committed not to letting the wrong people into his reality. And that's really super cool. So that's the vibe that you want to be portraying without any shadow of a doubt. Anyway, look, I'm going to leave this one now. But if you want to find out more about this, if you want to talk to me, have a free call with me about your dating situation and how potentially we can work together to improve that. You're going to see a link underneath this video, so I want you to click that link and make an appointment on my calendar and we can have a chat. And beyond that, subscribe obviously to the channel, give me a like, because likes are incredibly valuable as far as the algorithm is concerned. It's very much appreciated. And I'll see you again very soon. Bye-bye.